James Turner for the untouchable True School Sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so let's talk about this fight because it was just announced yesterday at the time of me shooting this that February 1st on the undercard of Adam Mazin versus Sergey Lipinets, which I also just made a video about, so go check that video out if you haven't already. But this to me on that card, no disrespect to Adam Mazin and Lipinets, but this to me is the real main event of that card, and it's a very important fight for British boxing. Domestic clash, cruiserweights. You got one guy who's been a fringe level contender, who hasn't quite been able to cut it at the world level, but he's only lost he's only lost to the champions and Isaac Chamberlain, but he's a true warrior of the sport. Then on the other side, you got Viddal Riley, who, was an accomplished amateur, worked with KSI, so he has a lot of fanfare, picked up the English title recently, and he's been wanting the fight for 2 years. So I think this is a very important fight for both of them for different reasons. Isaac can't lose this fight because Isaac wants to still, I know Isaac still has aspirations to fight on the world level, and a loss here to Viddal Riley would definitely cement his place as potentially a British cruiserweight gatekeeper, and he can't have that. And for Viddal Riley, this is supposed to be his launch into the world level, so he can't get to the world level if he don't beat Isaac Chamberlain. So something's got to give, and they both think they're going to win, so somebody's lying and somebody's telling the truth. So let's talk about it. So we'll start with Isaac Chamberlain because he's the guy I really want to win this fight. As far as Isaac stylistically and Viddal, Isaac, I think when Isaac got things going well for him, like if you go watch his best performances against Mikhail Lawal and the Russian guy he stopped like 2 years ago to the body. I think Isaac's at his best when he's boxing mid-range and when he's, just throwing real sharp punches down the middle from the outside and just moving. Isaac gets in trouble when Isaac gets into exchanges because Isaac has a low lead left hand. He's a reflex fighter, right? And so, if you're throwing 3-4 punches, the first 2 or 3 might get blocked or slipped, but that fourth one could land. And if that fourth one is big, that fourth one could hurt him. And, credit to Isaac. Isaac's shown a great chin this far in his boxing career because he's been hit by some punches. He's been hit by a Coley. He's been hit by Chris Smith in the 2022 British Fight of the Year. But, he hasn't been down yet, so it'll be up to Riley to try to put him down. And then for Viddal Riley, he's the guy coming into this fight with more amateur experience. I would even say maybe he's like a slightly more, I don't want to say filled out, but, he's more of a guy that I think you would say is a slightly above average size cruiserweight. As for Isaac Chamberlain, you could probably say he's one of the small, average size cruiserweights. I think Viddal might be the naturally bigger guy, but that don't mean anything. Viddal has never been in there with a guy of Isaac's level, Isaac's caliber in the professional ranks. He did beat Mikhail Lawal, so they do have that common opponent. Isaac beat him for the British title and boxed him pretty easily. Mikhail Lawal also beat him for I believe it was just a regular fight because I'm pretty sure he was already the English champion by then. So they had that common opponent. They both won by points. So in my opinion, there's not a whole lot in that one. That being said, we know that British boxing in the cruiserweight division, it's very, very rich history. This is primarily a British division, I would say. And even now, you still got guys like Chris Smith holding it down, even though he's lost the title. Had Lawrence Coley as champion. Johnny Nelson back in the day, David Hay. So the winner of this fight, I think, is going to have a chance to finally, break onto the world scene. And it's a bragging rights fight, Isaac Chamberlain, can't lose to Viddal because he'll never live it down. And Viddal can't lose to Isaac because Viddal has been running and shooting his mouth off for 2 years. So I'm excited for the fight. I'm sure it's going to be a good one. I got to watch more on Viddal, so I'm not going to give a breakdown. These are just my initial thoughts with it being side. But You know, you can't ask for much more. You know, when it comes to British boxing, you always want to see the guys in the UK fight each other because they always tend to bite down a little harder. For some reason, when they're on British soil and they're fighting each other, they bite down a little harder. They grind it out a little more than they would if they're fighting an American or someone else. So those bragging rights mean a lot to the Brits when they fight each other. So yeah, I'm excited about it. God willing, I'm hope. I nothing against Viddal. I just, you know, I want Isaac to win because Isaac's been through a lot in his life and his career, and I'm sure Viddal's been through stuff too. But I know Isaac, so I like him to win. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Isaac Chamberlain versus Viddal Riley? How you seeing it? You know, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.
Keep watching my boy BT put on the best interviews out here.